Good afternoon. How are you? How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. We are flying away with the auction. It is busy. It is. It always slows down a wee bit during midweek, and I think people get antsy, or some people get a wee bit weird about it. But it's all it is. I think everybody backs off after the initial rush on the weekend and starts gearing up for the weekend, and people are busy with their lives and everything else. So don't worry. Sunday night probably will come quicker than I'm planning on coming, but it'll be here. So the auction ends on Sunday night, starts to end at 7 o'clock. So there's still some cracking bottles there with some fairly low bids on. So get chasing them. As you know, I announced on Monday that we are doing a memorabilia auction. It starts on Wednesday, the 4th of November, runs through to the 8th of November. It's memorabilia only, sort of glassware, pictures, mirrors, everything that'll sort of in the whiskey and beer world, that sort of stuff. That goes for 4 days. Starts at 5 on the Wednesday. If you want to put anything into that, you have to have it here by Wednesday the 28th, so which is Wednesday week, this day week. We also then are accepting bottles for our November auction, which is coming quick and fast. It doesn't seem to be long going round. If you want to submit bottles for that, with the current restrictions, we are reinstigating the collecting directly from the customers. So if you have bottles that you want to submit, reach out to us here in the office. We'll organise DPD to collect directly from your home address or your home house, and they'll ship them to us. Just ensure that the bottles are well packaged, protected, bubble wrap, and the boxes are well secure and just labelled with Irish Whiskey Auctions and our address on the top of it. You'll find that online. Obviously, DPD don't insure the bottles when they're in transit, so you are liable for any loss or anything like that. So just make sure that they're well protected. They're fairly good, in fairness to the lads. They're fairly good. They're probably one of the better ones. We are with the COVID restrictions, and that's mainly why I want to do today's video. Is so we go on increased restrictions tonight after midnight, and I seen something the other day and it sparked something in me. I seen Dave O'Connell, he posted up about people, anybody wanted to chat and anybody wanted to talk to him and just reach out to him. And the other side of that coin is sort of, it's okay not to be okay. And I'm one of them people. You all know the slightly eccentric Anthony and the slightly mad Anthony, and there's many people that live in my head, but he's one of them. But the other side of me is this anxiety that I'm feeling at the minute with all of this COVID stuff. I mean, never have in my life would have been an anxious person. I never would have suffered from anxiety. I would have, I'm always outgoing and gregarious and sometimes too much. But I mean, at the minute, it's weird. It's really, really strange. I mean, I'm struggling with it. If the truth be known, I am genuinely struggling with it. I don't live a massive, how would you say it? I don't even know how you'd say it, but I don't live a sort of life that it's impinging on my life too much. But I mean, me and Katie would do things. We'd go out a fair bit, or we'd go for dinner together a fair bit. Every Saturday we used to get up and we'd go for lunch together, and we'd spend most of the Saturday afternoon just wambling around, chatting to each other, and just shooting the breeze and that. And we can't do that anymore. We can still spend time together, obviously, but we can't go and enjoy our lunch places or stuff like that, because now with these new restrictions. And even when it wasn't as bad as it's going to be from tonight, it was still weird and it was still uncomfortable. I struggle going into supermarkets. I mean, I really feel I can't get out of the place quick enough. Um, I carry the weight of, we've got staff here now and we've got bills to pay and we've got wages to pay, and the responsibility of, a lot of you guys sell bottles with us, and the responsibility of that weighs heavy on me. So if I get sick, or if Kate gets sick, or if any of our close circle gets sick, how does that affect all these people, and how does it affect you guys? And if we have to shut the auctions down, or we can't go through with it, or something like that, and that eats at me when I'm in these places, and people are walking around without masks on and all the various different things, and I just sort of go, this isn't where I want to be. I'm not comfortable here, and I have to get out of there. And it really is a strange feeling for me, because that's not the type of person I am. So I think admitting that and talking and telling people that that's how it is, look, that's all right too. It is all right, and I'm cool with that. And thank God, I've got Katie and Barry and Jade and a few good people around me who keep me relatively on the straight and narrow and talk to me and keep me right. But it's still strange. So I just wanted to reach out to everybody and sort of say, look, if you're feeling that way, if you want to just have a crack with somebody, you want to talk to somebody, ring us here. Message me on any of the social media channels. I always get seeing the social media channels. Email me. If you want to have a drink, we'll go online and organise a Zoom thing and we'll get a few people and we'll go online and have a bit of crack. I mean, last Sunday night was brilliant. It really was. And a lot of people sort of said to me it was great crack just to even watch and engage in and all that sort of stuff. And it was brilliant. And I really do open that out to anybody. If anybody wants to have a drink with us or chat or do anything, I love talking about whiskey. It's one of the things I'm passionate about. I have opinions on fairly most things at the minute. Some of them I'm not allowed to say publicly, but hey, that's the way the social media world works. But if anybody wants to chat, have a crack, insult me, that's okay too. I'm all right. I'm well used to getting insulted, as you've all seen last Sunday night. Reach out, send us a message, chat with me or whatever you want to do. But I think the first thing is sort of saying, look, this is weird times. And I mean, it's going to be a tough time, the dark, wet evenings and stuff like that. And it's going to be tough for people. So if you just want to have a crack in an evening, send me a message. If I'm free or if I'm in the office here, I'll turn on the Zoom. I can be working away. We can be talking, doing whatever. There's no bother at all. And I'm happy to do that with anybody. I really, really, genuinely am. So, look, I just wanted to say that it's tough times ahead for everybody. I feel sorry for Ivy. My other business depends on a lot of bars and public houses and nightclubs and all of that, and that's affected. I mean, we're under a bit of pressure with that, but not half as much as the publicans and the bar staff and the waiting staff and everybody who depended on that industry for a living. All the retail workers are now going as well for another 6 weeks, and I mean it's just tough. In the run up to Christmas, it is really, really tough. So if I can do anything to lighten it, to make it easier, to make it more bearable, reach out to me. If you want to sell some bottles, again, everybody knows it's all on the QT through us. Nobody knows who's selling, who's buying. If you just want to free up some bottles to get a few quid in for Christmas, that's okay. That's everybody's doing. So if you want to do that, reach out to us. We'll get the bottles collected from you for our November auction. Will be the last auction before Christmas. So if you do want your bottles sold before Christmas, get them in for now. You would be getting paid, I think it's the end of the first week in December. I think you'd be getting paid after that auction. So again, it'd be a good time for Christmas. So you'd have the money for Christmas if you want to sell. So there you go. That's it. I suppose a softer, mellower side of Anthony that not many people see or not many public people see. But this is the way I am. This is who I am. So if you just want to chat, reach out to me. Talk soon. Good luck, lads.